Hi guys, Danny here again. So I've got some new rack gear for my home studio. So I've got the PRO MPA II, and I've got the audio, the Clark Technic. What is it? It's the 76 KT limiting amplifier. So I've done a video before on the PRO II preamp, and I did such a bad job. I thought I'd remake the video again because it wasn't in proper shot. You couldn't see the proper preamp. So, but yeah, so this will be a video on the PRO II. I'm going to test it out. We're going to have a look at some of the knobs, and I'll give you my overall impression. Now I've had this for about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, and I can honestly say I'm very impressed. So you've got the circuitry, tube circuitry inside the art, and it does sound beautiful. And you've also got a 32, is it 32 or 28? Sorry, 20 plus gain switch. So if you want to really push it, you push down the 20 gain, 20 dB boost, and that'll warm things right up, guys, right up. Okay, so let's have a look at it. Oh, sorry. So let me just show you a quick glimpse of my studio. Got the sub down there. My beautiful comfy chair with the reclining armrest so I can get the guitar in there. And my digital piano. My Marshall quad box. Here I've got my baby. This is my favourite guitar I've ever owned. It's so beautiful. The Schecter Aura 7-string. This is my pride and joy. And of course, to go with the 7-string, I need an Ibanez 5-string bass. And I've got another 3 guitars in here too. Alrighty, let's have a look at this, guys. So this is a signal chain. In case you're wondering how to hook up rack gear, this should help you guys. Now there's different ways of doing it. You've pretty much got ins and outs, and you can configure them any which way you want. Like I could have this one plugging into here, which goes into the audio interface. We go to the audio interface, going to here, and then go into there, and then back into the audio interface. There's a lot of different ways you can do it, guys. For me, I went to my local music shop, and they wired it up for me, and I said thank you. So I haven't messed with it. So what I've done, this being the preamp. So I've got my guitar plugged in here, but on the rear you've got 2 ins as well. You've got 4 ins. You've got 2 1/4-inch jack ins, and you got 2 1/4-inch jack out. Sorry, you've got 1 1/4-inch, one in, one out, and 1 in, one out of the XLR cable. So I think you'd know what an XLR cable is. So, but yeah, so you can plug the instrument right in at the front. If you want to use the vocals, you do have a 48 volts phantom power on both left and right channels. Oh, sorry. Push the mouse button there. So you do. This is a double compressor. You pretty much get 2 for 1. You got 2 compressors. You got the one on the left and the one on the right. You could use them both as single channels, or you can pair them up so they're a stereo signal. So, but for my stereo signal, aka my keyboards, I just plug it straight into the Focusrite Scarlett 6i6, left, right. On Logic, you go to oh, where is it? Where is it? See, it says stereo out there. You can change that so it you can use it mono, and you select. In this case, this is my setup, guys. This is what I've got going on. I was going to mention this before. So this is a preamp. So I've got my guitar lead, my microphone lead around the back, all hooked up to the preamp. After the preamp, on the out of the preamp, okay, so that's the ins. On the ins, you've got the guitars here, and you got the microphone leads both in and out on the back. Now it goes from here into my compressor, Clark Technic. I find it works very well. They say it's a very transparent compressor, it doesn't have much color, but hey, as long as it does the job, that's the main thing. So I do a little bit of light compression, light to medium compression. Sometimes if I'm confident and I want the sound of a bit more harmonic resonance, I will turn it up. But as you can see, I don't usually use it that much high on the input. So this here is the input that goes into the compressor. So the higher the input, the more you're going to compress. Anyway, that's for another video. I'll make a video on that later on, guys. Back to the PRO MPA II. You got your gain on the left. So what this does is it activates the tubes. Now, one thing, so you should know, if you really want to use the tubes inside this amp, inside this preamp, you got to warm it up. Now, you can't really read it there because part of it's faded. As you can see, the paint is faded there. But if I show you on this side, you got the plate voltage, high and normal. Now, the plate voltage has to do with the tubes in the amp. So if you really want to engage the tubes, you do that. And like I said, you've got you got the gain 20 there, phantom power, the high plate voltage, and your phase invert for microphones. In case I've never even had to use it. I haven't seen any problems with it. But so that's about it. You got other. You do have other. You can use. What the hell was that? I don't know what's triggered that anyway. So you've got different ways you can use it. You've got stereo mono here. If you do that, it acts as one output, and adjusting the only thing on this side that'll work is this knob. This will adjust the panning of the signal. I don't know why you'd need it. It's a pretty silly idea, to be honest. I'm not sure why they even have it. But here in the middle, you've got the gain meter. So I like to push it a bit warmer. I like to push it a bit higher. Okay, and like I said, I have this. I plug my guitar and my mic in here. It plugs into the input of the audio the Clark Technic, and then from out on the output of here, it goes straight back into the back on channel 3 of my preamp of my my audio interface. All right, well, let's have a little listen to it. See what it sounds like. All right, guys. Now, just so you know, like I said, I've daisy chained the preamp into the compressor and the compressor back into the audio interface. Something I didn't know. I never really tested this, but I tested it today. And if I turn down the input of the compressor, I would have thought it'd go straight through it without being processed. But no, it kills the signal. So the signal won't go from the compressor to my audio interface. I'll give you a bit of a closer look up. Okay, this is what it sounds. This is what it looks like when it's playing. So as you can see, the UV meters are going crazy. Now you've got to remember, this isn't a compressor. You can buy a PRO MPA II compressor, which is all in one. It's a preamp and a compressor in one. But I ended up getting mine separately, so I'm happy with it, guys. It's beautiful. The only thing is, you got to take photos. Well, at least I will be. I've only had it for a little while, but I'll be taking photos of the settings, so I'll know what to dial up when I want to use the guitar, or what to dial up when I want to use the bass or the vocals. So, no, it's a good little signal chain. I was thinking of selling these too. I could probably get about $1,200 for these in Australia, for both second hand. But and I was thinking of buying a Warm 76. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the Warm brand of compressors. They're meant to be very highly regarded. They've got a very good reputation. But look, I saw other videos on the Audio Tech, the Clark Technic, and the MPA II, and they reckon it's okay. So, I mean, I've got no qualms with it. I think it sounds quite good, and it's fun to play around with, of course. Let's face it, that's why we get it. Play around. We could always do everything in the box, but yeah, I suppose we like to play. Okay guys, hope you liked this video. Please like and subscribe, leave a comment, and hopefully other people can find out how to daisy chain analog hardware gear, and in particular how to use the MPA II from Art. And I might leave this with a bit of music that I've been making. It's gonna be loud. Ready?